Welcome back to another video. If you watched my video last night, Monday night, I usually go over all the projects I'm in right now and how I'm doing in each one, what's the daily rewards, and what's the price action. We have recently seen a pretty good, some projects drastic increase in token price. Now remember, none in this video is financial advice. We don't know what's going to happen to these projects tomorrow, but I just wanted to show y'all, like today I went shopping, even though I normally don't like to shop. I went shopping with the wife and I figured, why not go with her? She wanted me to go with her. I can't stand shopping, but hey, I can run some of my DEPIN projects. So I just took a couple of recordings and wanted to bring y'all along for the ride of while my wife's shopping. Hey, I'm not rushing her, so she don't care. And I'm sitting here collecting on our different projects. So before we go any further, you know the usual, please hit that thumbs up button. Take 1 second, just real quick, and look down, hit that thumbs up button, because that thumbs up button doesn't just help me and my channel. It also helps all these projects that I have, the little icons right here. You know, Silencio, let's see if I can point the right way. Silencio, Soarchain, Chirp, KAGE, and 375 AI, which is some of the projects that we hit today. Of course, Soarchain's got its new thing with the camera. So we ran Soarchain Mini that's hooked up to the OB2 port on the same time I'm running their new camera, seeing how those what that test net's going to be. Silencio, apparently nobody, even though people in Baton Rouge have been running Silencio because I see their hex is taken up, apparently nobody has walked around the Mall of Louisiana because all the shops in there were first time venues, which, you know, that's where the bonus points are. Chirp KAGE, you know, I'm collecting as many as I can. We just had that drop with Chirp KAGE, made over $400 on that drop on a completely free project. If you have an Android, I've been trying to tell y'all, I ran Chirp for the Super Bowl. I ran it for Mardi Gras. I ran it for the French Quarter Festival, the Strawberry Festival, and showed y'all me riding around or walking around collecting all those networks. And then I got a pretty good drop on it. Plus, their staking is a very good drop also. 375 AI, we're grabbing those hexes while we're driving back and forth. Again, basically all these projects are free, other than the Soarchain with the mini you have to buy, but you can run the camera for free. So these are all free projects. Again, check my Monday video out. You can see how they're paying and different things like that. So let's start checking out some of these videos. I'll show y'all what I'm doing, just walking around the mall. And when I'm done, I got another little fun story for you. So this is me as I start walking around the mall. You can see I'm getting almost 3,000 Bluetooths. And you know those Wi-Fi's come in bunches. I also reset this before I even walked into the mall. All right, so first of all, please excuse the cracked screen. It was a free Android, you know, it runs. But as you can see, these Wi-Fi's just start coming in bunches. And I gained almost 100 Wi-Fi's right here. Again, remember, Wi-Fi's are 10 points each. So even though I got 100, that was 1,000 data chips I got just from this one little spot. So again, I reset this and you can see my Bluetooth jumping up. And here comes another bunch of Wi-Fi's. And you see how fast it goes up. I don't know why it comes in bunches like that, but you know, it jumped up a lot. You know, that's almost 200 by the time it's done. So those Wi-Fi's add up quick because again, those are 10 points a piece. So that's 6,800, almost 6,900 Wi-Fi's right there. So also while I'm doing this, you know, I'm looking for my first time venues, and that's where you get the big bonuses at. You got to watch the goofy ad for 90 seconds and then you tap the spin and see what you get the first time. Several of these I got like 1.1s and 1.2. So, but I have so many to do, I'm just taking whatever bonus it gets and doing another venue check-in. So here's another one, and I'm gonna go walk in front of that store and I'm gonna grab that one also. And here we go after Abercrombie store. I get a 2x on that one. So when I hit continue, that's 252. 252 more of those raffle tickets. All right, so we getting out the car right here. This is another mall that's in this area called Perkins Row, and it's just a whole bunch of small little boutique type places. But as you can see, none of these have been hit as I was driving through here. These are all going to be first time Silencios, which means I'm going to get a big bonus. The only frustrating thing is every one that you scan's got a minute to a minute and a half ad you got to watch in between all the scans. So it's going to take me a little bit to hit all these. And not only that, but the one or two I did so far, when I dropped my wife and my daughter off on the other side of the mall, I did one over there. Like, all you're getting is 1.1 bonuses. Like they just like I showed you in the video earlier. So like they're trying to get you, it seems, to want to watch more ads and watch more ads. But that's just me, and I'm paranoid. So we'll see. And you can also see that my my Soarchain, as usual, is having problems staying connected. So what's new? So that was that. Also, we have 375 AI, a 375 Go app. Again, just driving down the interstate, you can see as I drove along, I got my hexes. So that's 375. Chirp KAGE, you saw that. I don't know what I ended up with, but just keep stacking them and stacking them. Again, from earlier, I got Silencio's chart up just so y'all can see how much of an increase it had. NATIX also, I ran NATIX the entire time. On the way there, on the way back, I look like Star Trek. I keep telling y'all, like, I have so many phones now up on my dashboard. I don't want to be a hindrance when I'm driving, of course, but whatever way I can safely do it. I actually have one of those little tripods. I thought I had one in here with the formable feet where you can, manipulate the feet any way you want. On the, we call it the O handle, the OCHIT, so I don't get in trouble. That's up here on the truck. I actually have it wrapped around that, and one phone there, and one phone kind of in the middle, and another phone that hangs from the top. So it completely out my way. I can see everything. So we have been trying to figure out what we want to do for my son who graduated this year. He wants to go to Boston and New York and Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. and see some baseball games and stuff. That's what he chose to do for his senior trip instead of going with friends to the beach and get in trouble or whatever. So I can't fault him. I got to make sure that I want to do that for him. So the problem is flying with 4 people right now is about $1,600 before you even land, before you even get a hotel, get food, get anything else, rental car, anything like that. So at first I was kind of dead set against driving, but then my wife kind of twisted my arm with all this stuff that you just saw in this video. And basically it's like, how much Soarchain, Silencio to a point when you stop places, Chirp KAGE, 375 AI, I'm going to be able to run all that on a 20-hour drive. It's 20 hours from here to basically Washington, D.C. Look, I can't stand driving. I don't know how I'm going to take that, but it is a way to manipulate me that I would be able to run all this stuff. And that would be some pretty good rewards, I have to say. So, especially if this Soarchain camera thing kind of pans out, because that camera is going to be on for 20 hours. 20 hours there. Then also driving back and forth, to town once we get there, different places. And then driving all the way back. I don't know if it's going to be worth my mental stability, but, now that the kids are older, they all got their headphones, and my daughter will sit there and bring 4 books and read 4 books the whole way up there. My son will be on his phone watching. It's supposed to be a family vacation. We probably won't say 10 words the whole way there and back, other than who's got to use the bathroom. It'd be a lot better than when they were kids. How about that? So we contemplating that, throwing it around. But again, running these projects would make it better. So if anybody's interested in running these projects, Chirp KAGE, again, just had a very great reward from it. You can run that. You have to have an Android phone. I don't own Androids. That's why you see the broken one I'm still using. I have a code in below. Silencio. That token's going up. It's not doing bad. You run it, and then you get some raffle tickets at the end of the month, and then your raffle tickets end up being so many words. Silencio. I need one more referral to hit the next step. So if anybody wants to join Silencio and try it out, please My code's SJSO395. It's going to be in the description below. Please help me out just to hit that last hurdle I got. I need one more person. I have 99 people that I've referred to this project. I've been in it for well over a year now. So if anybody can help me out and get me over that last hurdle. Soarchain, I got codes below also. 375AI, I got a code for that one also. I got codes for all this to help you all out to get in. Because 375 at one point had a waiting list, but my code was supposed to bypass that waiting list. So I have codes below and all that stuff. So just a quick video to tell y'all how I spent the day today, Memorial Day. We want to remember everybody that gave their life so we can have the freedoms that we have here in this country and other countries. So thank you all for watching. There'll be a lot more videos. I got a bunch of videos on tap with everything going on right now and all these crypto projects. And also I got videos on tap for my other 2 YouTube channels. Because if I ain't got nothing else to do, Grumpy Dad Outdoors and the Grumpy Dad Ham page. So I got them stacked up. Just need time to do them all. I appreciate all the support. Just hit 30,000 subscribers. Again, please do me a favor. Just hit the thumbs up real quick on this video before you leave. Sub if you haven't subbed yet. We got this bull market coming in that should be hitting soon. Alts should be taking off at some point, we hope, and it should bring up all these projects with it. So thank you all for watching. See you all in the next video.